It is Halloween night.
Spooky Halloween.
We just got done probably giving away, gave away about 500 pieces of candy. So at least 250 kids. It was pretty wild.
We got mobbed.
Yeah, I think it was more. Actually, it was more than last year.
It was.
And last year we thought we were mobbed. So
a ton.
All right.
They were very cute.
Yeah, a lot of good costumes. So very, very cute. Next year we'll have a little guy to dress up and parade around potentially.
And then we can eat all the candy.
At least for the first few years. Yes. All right, so this will be the 41st and probably last pumpkin beer of this season. Only fitting that it comes on Halloween night.
It's an extra weird one.
It is very weird. It is a pumpkin pie cheesecake Berlin style or Berliner sour ale. Very weird. It is another BeerDrop beer. It's from WeldWerks Brewing Company.
Colorado.
Is it from Colorado?
Yeah. Oh, no, just kidding.
No. Hold on.
JK.
It is brewed with pumpkin, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, graham crackers, pie crust, milk, sugar, and cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Weird. All right, so it is from...
It is from Colorado.
It is from Colorado. Another Colorado brewery.
Greeley.
BeerDrop. BeerDrop should just be called Colorado Brewing.
Hey, that's fine. When else would we ever have Colorado beers?
These have been excellent. I'm not putting it down,
Yeah.
obviously. It's just funny that all these come from... The last brewery, that 105 West, they had some, I looked on their website, they had some peanut butter blonde ale they got on tap now, which sounds delicious. If I was in Colorado, I'd be going there all the time. All right, so this one is a 4.8%er. It is probably the lowest alcohol content pumpkin beer we've had.
That might be true.
I mean, besides the seltzers, which are probably like right at 5.
Yeah. They were all exactly 5, or at least from that Bud Light pack.
Yeah.
So you were driving me crazy saying 5%.
That's true. They were all 5%. So this is probably the lowest. All right. So it's very cool. The can art kind of looks like pumpkins, and
it's like pie
and pies, whipped cream and stuff. So it's very interesting looking. It is a big boy. I'm not gonna lie. That 32 ouncer, I didn't finish it all last night. I mean, I wanted to, but I had to work in the morning.
He went down like a little bitch.
Yeah. It smells like a sour. It doesn't have a sour scent, but it has that sourness to it. That sounds.
Just try not to dump it all over the table.
Well, this is a reasonable sized can. I'm also using the Oktoberfest glass. You know, it fits this big boy. Got a good head on it.
This is you're dumping it in there like that's your whole job.
Well, and you have to mix these up because there's sediment in the bottom of these Berliner Weisse or whatever you want to call them, these wheat beers. Want to mix all that graham cracker crust in there.
And make sure you get all the cream cheese out of the bottom.
Absolutely. All right.
I'm very interested to hear how this is.
All right. It does have that kind of sour kind of tint to it. It's light. It's a light amberish, orange, pumpkin colored. I definitely get the vanilla. It's not, I mean, it does have that sour kind of little bit, I mean, just the smidget of sour. I think the last one, the one that Michelle got me,
the kerfluffle.
Kerfluffle was more sour, and that still was pretty lightly sour. To call this a sour is...
well, I think it's a Berliner Weisse.
So, I mean, it's got a little, I would say it's not sour, it's tart.
Ooh.
So,
do you taste the cream cheese? That's what the people really want to know.
I don't know if I'm tasting cream cheese.
I hear a lot of talking about not the cream cheese, and that is fucking what I want to hear about.
I don't know if I'm getting cream cheese. I'm not getting graham cracker either, but it is good.
I'm wallowing in disappointment.
I mean, it does have kind of a...
Maybe your palate is just not refined.
Maybe. I mean, it doesn't look really hazy like it has lactose or milk in it.
It does have some haze to it.
I mean, just a tiny, tiny bit. Yeah, you want to do the fingers thing?
See, you can barely see it.
I can barely see it. I mean, we've had ones that you couldn't see through at all, the lactose ones. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, it's good. I would definitely have it again. I get a little bit...
Does it taste like a... Do you taste pumpkin?
I taste pumpkin. I taste cinnamon. I taste a little bit of vanilla. I don't know about pie crust.
I mean, cream cheese itself is kind of sour.
It says milk sugar. I don't know what milk sugar is.
I mean, it's what it sounds like.
It's sugar that comes from milk.
Ding ding.
I don't know. Can you buy milk sugar? Is it like confectionery sugar?
You could probably buy it from some specialty whatever shop. You're not going to find it at Harris Teeter.
I don't know what makes it a cheesecake Berliner. I think you would just buy it because you're like, oh, cheesecake. I've never heard of that.
That's why I bought it.
Right, but it's good. I wouldn't call it a sour. I would call it a pumpkin cheesecake tart ale. But it's very good, very light. I'll have no problem finishing this and probably having another beer because, like I
He's
said,
drinking for 2.
there's a ton of fucking pumpkin beers back there, but they're all ones we already had. So.
Oh, there's my boogeyman.
A little bit of vanilla. I don't know. There is something else in there, but it's hard to put my thumb on it. It's definitely not pie crust. And if it is cream cheese, maybe that's what it is. But cream cheese is the last on this list of ingredients. So
Probably because if they put that out front, people would be like,
people, you know what? People will drink anything. That's a bunch of horse shit. You can almost make any kind of weird beer, and people will be like, "Oh, that's kind of good. I'm gonna fucking try that."
I liked the one last year that was brewed with real Christmas pine needles in it, like from Christmas trees. It was an IPA, which is already pine forward.
Yeah. So I mean, you got cookie beers. I had a maple donut beer the other day. You can brew beer with almost anything. So, all right. So that's very good. If you're out in Colorado, give it a try. It's like I said, if you like a tart beer, it's definitely, I would call it a tart fruit beer because it's definitely the pumpkin, the cinnamon, vanilla. So give it a go.
Is pumpkin a fruit?
No?
I mean, it's a squash.
Oh, well, whatever.
Is it a fruit?
I'll have to Google that. I don't know. But number 41. All right, that's going to be the standard going forward. So next year, we're going to have to break the 41 number. So we're going to have to go at it hard. All right. Probably the last pumpkin beer of the season. We are going to go on to other things. I think we're just going to go for whatever. There's really no real type specifically. I thought seltzers, but seltzers are all over the place. Or not seltzers.
Like I get to have any of
I was talking about ciders. But I might do ciders in the springtime in the beer doldrums when there's really nothing coming out.
Did you do the pumpkin, the caramel pumpkin cider, the Mackenzie's?
Yeah, I did that.
You did that when I was not here.
Yeah, you were gone.
Sleeping or.
No, I think you were in the mountains. You were so. All right. Well, that's a review.
Yay!